I think Alexia will have to catch up with us when she does get here. She's just over at the UN building doing the conclusions. Hello everybody, welcome, thank you for coming. We realize this is the last day, and so thank you very much for this. The title that we decided today for this particular event is Dialogue, Survivors in a Disabling Environment. What does empowerment of disabled women mean globally? Now, my name is Eleanor Lisney, and I am the founding member of a disabled women's collective in the UK. Oh, here's Alexia. Come and join us. It's waiting for you. To start. You all right? Right, let me start again. The title is the dialogue because we realized this was the last day, and we thought, we could be a bit more informal. So it's survivors in a disabling environment. What does empowerment of disabled women mean globally? What I really wanted to do, because when we put this panel together, we realized that for a lot of disabled women, it's very difficult to come to New York. Firstly, because a lot of us do not know about the accessibility, what are the possibilities, and etc. And also because of the cost. So I had asked a few women all over different parts of the world to put a video, a little clip together to say what it means to them. However, when I arrived here, I realized that first of all, in this room it would be a bit difficult, and secondly, they wanted $500 for the projector, which we thought might not be a good idea. So what we're going to do is, which is why we asked if you could put your name on the list. I'm going to put them all on YouTube so that you can access it when you get home, and you can listen to these wonderful women talk about what it means to them, because they can't come. Okay? So without much ado, let me start with introducing the panel. The way we're going to do it is each person has about 5 minutes to talk about their particular take on what empowerment means to them. And I'm going to start with Alexia, and if she doesn't mind, I'm not going to go to the whole full name because I wouldn't want to mispronounce. Alexia is the Deputy Minister of Disability Affairs in the Office of the Vice President in Namibia, and she champions those in rural areas, saying that disabled people have less resources because than people in the cities. So Alexia will be talking on the status of disabled in Namibia and her own empowerment as a minister.
Thank you very much, Elena, for that short introduction. Yes, as you heard, my name is Alexia. Let me just start with myself, where I was born. I was born in a village in the northern part of Namibia called Kalfeld, and I have endured a lot of turmoil and discrimination associated with gender issues as a woman with disability, because it was not taken serious that a woman with disability can even pick up a broom and sweep the house. I experienced unforgiving societal ills of discrimination, and because it was also viewed with other people with disabilities, we were viewed as an outcast. But let me say that all those days of past cannot be compared to the joy we have today. Because in 2005, I was elected as the first woman member of parliament with disability under the leadership of our former president, because our presidents have changed 3 times. Now we have another one. So under that former president, I have been elected as a member of parliament. Namibia is a proportional representation, and I did not have any constituency to represent. I only represent the whole country, Namibia, but with a particular interest on disability issues. Growing up, I've grown up also within the ruling party, the SWAPO party, and that ideology has made me to have a commitment that with the historical discriminatory tendencies have made it much stronger for me, growing in that environment of the SWAPO party. Today, for me, it's a great day because I'm a testimony to change of women empowerment in my country. Because barely a year ago, I was re-elected as a member of parliament, and consequently, the current president found it fit to appoint me as a deputy minister in the presidency, responsible for issues of disability. Among others, I'm representing the needs and aspirations of people with disabilities to look into their employment, to their empowerment of being in training, education, and also in employment. So we expect people with disabilities to be included in action plans of all the governments, offices, and ministries to make sure that they include people with disabilities. Currently, we have formed an interministerial committee, the committee that will be looking at the empowerment of people with disabilities in general. As we know that many social issues, many social economic issues and political issues and environment can disadvantage. People with disabilities have been disadvantaged for far too long. And the experience by people with disabilities are intensified by gender-based discriminatory attitudes for women with disabilities in particular and in Namibia. I can take an example. When there was planning of this CSW, there was no consideration of people with disabilities to be taken on the delegation. Hence, with this ministry or department that have been established by the president to look into the issues of disability, people could still not understand the link of women with disabilities to CSW or gender issues to disability. They cannot see that link. But we, our department, we fought hard to it so that we can be included in this delegation, and I'm happy that at least I was included, and this is only because of the poor planning. If it was planned properly, we could have been more on these delegations, women with disabilities, or even just people with disabilities in general from the office. Currently, what our office is doing, we are planning, or we have already embarked upon, on self-help programs. We are trying to get people with disabilities, those who are begging on the street. We want to try and get them out of the street, to empower them to come up with some self-help projects and programs that will empower people with disabilities. But these programs, or whatever projects they would like to do, they have to plan for themselves. They have to tell us what kind of programs are they do they want to indulge in. To tell you, should our department, this one that I'm heading as a deputy minister, it's relevantly new. It was only established last year for the first time, and that's why I'm talking about planning. We're actually starting to plan now on these issues that will be empowering people with disabilities, and we also would like to give them the self-independent, the living. That's why I was talking to Eleanor to say that I want to learn maybe from their good practices in the UK about the independent living. Community-based organizations that will also come up with promoting the independent living. Those are the organizations that we want to work on. And after we have also gotten enough information from others who are already dealing with this kind of empowerment programs. I